While some claim the phone will carry a futuristic all-screen bezel-less display, we are not entirely convinced that this will be the case. It's much more plausible that Samsung will throw edge displays on all upcoming Galaxy S8 variations, which will somewhat cover the bezel-busting part. But it's safe to assume that the devices will still feature top and bottom bezels, though these will likely be downscaled by a significant margin. Number 2. Fingerprint scanner embedded within the display. The required technology is already out there, so there's stopping Samsung from utilizing a fingerprint scanner embedded in the display itself. This will not only allow Samsung to ditch its signature oval home button, and shed some bulk off the front. We are most probably talking about Qualcomm's Sense ID fingerprint sensor, which can be placed almost anywhere on a device, as it is capable of reading your fingertips through glass, metal, or plastic. Other component manufacturers, like Crucial Tech and Synaptics, have also developed similar fingerprint sensors that sound just like something that should make its way to the Galaxy S8 and Co. Number 3. Pressure-sensitive display. Seems like Samsung might be willing to throw everything but the kitchen sink in that display, or so they say. Samsung may be gearing up to introduce a Force Touch display technology with the Galaxy S8 models, tip insider sources, and is already testing such tech for the devices. An insider claims that the Galaxy S8 and S8 Edge will be the pioneering Samsung smartphone to arrive with that 3D touch-like functionality, with a full-blown adoption across the maker's lineup expected to take place in 1 to 2 years' time. This rumor makes lots of sense, and it actually surprises us that Samsung did not announce a similar functionality before, given that other smaller Android makers have come up with that earlier, not to mention that Apple has had that since 2015. Number 4. An S Pen for the Galaxy S8 Plus. The Note 7 left a huge burning hole in Samsung's lineup, and if the rumor mill is to be believed, that gap is to be filled in with the mysterious 6.2 inches Galaxy S8 Plus. This one is said to come with an S Pen stylus, which won't be fitted inside the device itself. Selling this one separately as an accessory makes more sense than releasing a Galaxy S smartphone that will take away vital features from the Note line, which is supposedly here to stay. Number 5. Stereo speakers. The latest rumor to hit us regards the audio capabilities of the upcoming devices, and claims that the Galaxy S8 and most likely the S8 Edge will have stereo speakers on board. These are pegged to have a Harman branding, which is possible thanks to Samsung's recent $8 billion acquisition of the audio-centric giant. We are not sure yet if these will be two similar earpieces, or Sammy will follow Apple by utilizing the earpiece as loudspeaker in concert, with the regular one positioned at the bottom of the device. Number 6. Auto-focusing selfie camera. Meanwhile, selfies will be covered by a new 8-megapixels front-facing camera, a welcome bump over the Galaxy S7's 5-megapixels unit. So far we have no idea if Samsung will throw in some additional goodies like a LED flash or even a dual front-facing camera setup. This will greatly contradict with the rumored design overhaul we've been telling you about previously. There's the chance that the front camera of the Galaxy S8 and S8 Edge will sport autofocus, which would allow you to take clearer pictures of objects that aren't just at arm's length but are situated at various distances in the frame. Number 7. Stepping things up with a continuum-like feature. The rumor mill has it that Samsung is eyeing a continuum-like feature for the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. Said feature is supposedly called Desktop Experience, and will reportedly allow users to connect the smartphone to an external display, and use it as a proper desktop machine. You will be able to connect external I/O peripherals like mice and keyboards. Basically, you will reportedly be able to use the setup as a regular computer. If this desktop experience is indeed a real upcoming feature of the S8, Samsung must have enhanced the phone's UI in order to provide a meaningful experience once the device is connected to a monitor. Remains to be seen if the rumor mill has gone out on a limb or Samsung is really prepping such a feature. Number 8. Potent hardware, 8 GB of RAM, Snapdragon 835, and Exynos 8895. Samsung won't be skimping when it comes to hardware. Call it wishful thinking if you wish, but it makes perfect sense that the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus will come with Qualcomm's latest beast of a chipset on board, the Snapdragon 835. We suppose it will power the US versions of the phones, while the international ones will likely arrive with an Exynos 8895 chipset, an elusive chip that has not been made official yet. Rumor has it that this one is an octa-core chipset comprising 4 Exynos M2 CPU cores, clocked at up to 2.5 GHz, and 4 Cortex A53 CPU cores, clocked at up to 1.7 GHz. It's only logical to assume that it will match the Snapdragon 835 in performance, though one of these could be a bit more energy efficient and ever so slightly faster. Additionally, Samsung's next flagships might arrive with a whole lot of 8GB of RAM for exceptional multitasking capabilities. Asus was first to announce such a device at CES 2017, the Asus Zenfone 3 AR, and we feel like Samsung will match that with the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus. The specs race just never ends.